Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the tech news for Friday, December the 4th, 2015. Today in the news we have Microsoft that is aiding um, basically the FBI and Interpol in collaboration with ESET also. Trying to shut down the network for Win32 Dorkbot malware. This is one of the big malwares around, and it infects about 100,000 PCs every month, which is a pretty good number. So they're really working hard to shut down this network and shut down, the propagation of this malware and also what it does. And basically, this malware installs on your computer, and it's kind of invisible, where it steals all your personal information and data so that it can actually sell this to, third party and make money off of it. And basically, if you get, all your identity stolen and your credit cards and stuff, well, you're kind of in a little bit of trouble here. So this is one of the big malwares, and they're trying to get to the point where they can maybe even go straight to the gangs that are exploiting this on the network. So it's interesting news to see that the FBI, Interpol, Microsoft, and ESET working together trying to stop this propagation of malware. In other news, well, finally, after a long battle where everybody's battling it out and Samsung suing Apple, Apple suing Samsung, and so on and so on, Samsung has finally decided that okay, we're going to pay 548 million for infringement on some Apple patents. But what's funny here is because when you look at the patents, there's a lot of stuff that is just so weird. Like, oh, we invented multi-touch, we invented the sliding of on-off. That is something I have a lot of difficulty about. I understand that you can patent a very specific technology that's just amazing. Turning water into gold, I don't know. That's something to patent. But, patent of what? We're sliding from right to left to, or, left to right to simply turn on the phone. I don't think that's worth a patent at all. So that's where, I'm kind of a little, I'd say I find this kind of a stupid lawsuit here, and shows how the patent prediction is kind of flawed or broken, as there shouldn't be so many patents for so little minimal stupid things. I think a patent is for something important, useful, that is very unusual and never done before, but not about things like, okay, well, applying three fingers on the screen, we invented that. Come on, okay? That's not a patent. It's not even worthy of a patent. So I sometimes find a little stupid, because these rich companies, what they do, they just create patents for everything so that they can eliminate all the small players by saying, oh, hey, you are creating a tablet that we have multi-touch. That's ours. We're going to sue you, and immediately company dies. So that's where I find it a little dumb. Of course, we have to protect all the intellectual properties and the good stuff, but I think there's a limit where we should really draw a line here. Microsoft has announced Build 2016. It will happen in San Francisco, California, from March 30th to April the 1st, 2016. Build being the big conference every year for Microsoft developers, and also Microsoft itself often announcing and showing off lots of stuff and new stuff at these conferences. So it's just been announced for March 30th to April the 1st of 2016. And last little bit of news, there's a slowdown in the mobile phone sales. In the last year, or in 2015, sales of mobile phones have been up 9.8%, which is not a bad number, basically. So there's more sales of phones. Basically, there is going to be 1.43 billion phones that are going to be sold this year. That's a huge number, but it is a slowdown in growth because mainly of the Asian market where the economy is not going as well. So a lot of people aren't buying their phones that they wanted. So that is mostly where it's creating the slowdown because the rest of the planet is pretty much increasing in the sales of mobile phones. And if we look at the market of mobile phones, 81% of all mobile phones sold are Android. That tells you that Android is really the dominant one here. 15.8% Apple iPhones. And if you're wondering where's Microsoft with Windows phones, it had a slowdown. So the sales of Windows phones down 10% over a year. Not good. That's not good news. And it hovers at around 2.5, 2.6%. Maybe the good news and the bad news here is the fact that the market predictions by IDC show that even though there's a slowdown, Windows phones should stay around 2% through 2019. And if you look at the fact that a lot of small players don't even make 1%, it's a small number, 2%, but it's still interesting. You're still there, even though it's not a big market. And apparently it's 31, something like 31 million or 33 million Windows phones that were sold in 2015. It's not that small a number when you think about it. 33 million is still a lot, but compared to the giants, of course, it's nothing, basically. And that makes us still wonder, where's Windows Phone heading for the future? And so this was the tech news for Friday, December 4th, 2015. You like our videos? Why not subscribe? You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you like our videos, give us thumbs up. Helps us on the ratings on YouTube. Thank you so much for following us. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, maybe you have a video you'd like to see about a feature in Windows, let us know. We'll try to post that video online. Thank you so much for following us. It's always a great pleasure to have your comments.